Computer. Happy Friday.
Yes.
So y'all, we decided to bring y'all in on our Friday recap. So we like to have a conversation about how our week went, what we need help with, what are our takeaways, what are our challenges, just all the things that life,
Mhm.
kind of gives us. So we want to start with sharing a win, a challenge, and a takeaway. So my win is living in answered prayers. You know how when you pray and you're like, I don't know when God is gonna like it, did you even hear the prayer? And so for me to be living in the prayer and seeing prayers answered is just like blowing my mind because I was worried, like, okay, so what's gonna happen? What's gonna be the outcome? And I know that the how has nothing to do with me. So I'm realizing that, and God is making me aware of that, and I'm just so grateful for that. That's my win. My challenge is, um, what is my challenge? My challenge is knowing, making a decision. Because sometimes when you have a lot of choices, those decisions can be kind of hard. It's like, okay, so which one should I choose? And a lot of times people, when you're asking people, they give you advice based on what's going to benefit them. So
Mm. This,
that's my challenge. It's like, some of the advice is like I hear the advice, but it feels like this advice sounds like it's gonna suit you better. So I have to be mindful that I'm making decisions that are good for me, not good for other people. So that's my challenge. And my takeaway is just being aware that it's okay to disappoint other people. Just as long as I am not disappointing myself. As a former people pleaser, I have to be mindful of what to say yes to and what to say no to. And that's me. What about you?
well, my win this week was I seen answered prayers also, and I seen just God just move and just miracle signs and wonders. It amazed me. And we know there's always a backside to the blessings.
Mm.
So I had a mixed week. I had good going on and I had drama going on.
Mm.
The drama was the distraction.
Mm.
So which leads me to I've heard so many answered prayers and I was in on those prayers. So it gives me hope. It excites me. It makes me want to pray more when you see results,
Mm.
anointed results.
Mm.
So when you feel that pulling to pray more and you seeing God move quickly, you seeing him move proficiently, the enemy will come in and challenge you. He challenged me with distractions. So what I say, the drama, those were distractions. Those was the distractions that were getting me away from praying. And what was the last one?
Win, challenge, and a takeaway.
Okay, and my takeaway is I gotta stay ready. I gotta stay focused. And I gotta protect my ear gates and my eye gates at all times because people's lives are on the line.
Mhm.
An intercessor's book report is the news, or it's what feedback you get from the people in your circle, what's going on in their lives. So it helps you, it gives you language to what to pray for. And it also helps you to know where they're about to grow, area they're about to grow in.
Mm.
So these challenges, they do grow you. So, what would you say when somebody said, Rose, how do you stay ready? If God is about to prepare me for something, I don't know quite what it is, or I do know it is, it could be answered prayer. How do I prepare myself to get in the mode or to build the boat or to build the thing that He can work with? How would I prepare myself? How would you say that?
How to prepare yourself. I
Mm-hmm.
think when you say that, I think about your core values.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have things that we want to accomplish, things that we want to do. So what matters most to you? I made a list of my core values, and it's family, it's fun, it's finances, it's faculty, that's my business, it's spirituality, and it's
Mm-hmm.
emotional, my emotional health, my and soul care. So those are my F7, I call those. So I want to make sure that I am working in each one of those areas every day throughout the week. I want to make sure that I'm working family. I'm spending time with family. I want to make sure that I'm making time for fun. I want to make sure that I'm taking care of my soul. I want to make sure that I'm, marketing and advertising as far as my business. I want to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that my finances, I want to make sure I'm budgeting my finances and all the things. So anything outside of that is a no for me. So I want to make sure that I'm in line with that. And I think if we're in alignment, we're doing things that we're supposed to do. I think that everything else is that's not a part of that is an easy no. And so for me, that keeps me focused because when I didn't have that, I was saying yes to a whole lot of people. And then my stuff was like, I was forgetting. Like I forgot to do my homework. I forgot to do this. Like, how I forgot to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, oh, somebody needs me. Let me go do that for them. Oh, somebody wants me to help them. Oh, let me go over there and do that for them. So I have to be,
Mm-hmm.
especially in this season, we only have what November. November's almost here. Like next week is November
Mm-hmm.
and December. So I got to be mindful of my yeses and my nos. So I'm just really mindful of that and making sure that it is in alignment. If it's not in alignment, it's an easy no. And that's kind of I don't know if I answered the question or not. And it's okay. It's okay because look, it's okay if Dutch barks. It's okay. We are look at here. Life is life, and
Hold on one
it's all right.
second.
It is okay. That's a good question,
Okay.
though. Good question.
So, what I've been paying attention to this week is I have to stay focused, and that's an area that was my challenge.
Mhm.
And in preparing for whatever God has for me, the household, the family, EMS, my close associates, my close advisors, coaches, friends, covenant friends, and just everybody in your circle. I was like, in order for me to keep seeing these blessings, these miracles, these people lives are transforming, and mine too. I have to protect my ear gate and my eye gate.
Mhm.
So I gotta limit I'm learning now, I gotta limit my exposure to the news, to
Mhm.
social media,
Mhm.
to picking up my phone at every minute. I have to, spend some time reading the word, getting strengthening my faith and my mindset. I gotta engage with nature, to going on little walks or, sitting outside. I have to or even like playtime, crochet and meditate on the word.
Mhm.
And accountability.
Mhm.
I have to share my intentions with true friends. That's what I need to do. Mentors, coaches who can help me be accountable for what I'm supposed to be doing. And my ear gate, selective listening. I have to be intentional about the conversations I engage in. I got to choose what music to listen to, sermons, podcasts, or news station. I mean, not news because I need to cut back on that, but I got to have selective listening in this season because everything else will, pull you away. Keep pulling away. I got to avoid negative talk. I got to say clear gossip, negativity, critical conversation, and that drain your spirit and that hinder your preparation. And then I still have to, I'm saying all these things I gotta do. These are things I gotta do that's written down
Mhm.
that I really have to be mindful about. Practice silence and stillness. Turn the TV off. I always have to have something running in the background. TV going on, No, I need that quietness. And sometimes you have to sit outside or go for a walk to get that quietness if you used to the TV, or put that remote up, or turn the phone off, or those are some of the things. And then I got to surround myself, and I've been making this an intentional thing for me to do lately. Surround myself, my ears, with people who encourage me, build relationships with people who can uplift, support me on this journey, and help me maintain like a positive outlook on life. Keep me because hope is here. And us being hope resuscitators, what the enemy come in with us is a little bit different. He might come in with stress, depression, things to bring that hope down and keep you distracted. Mm-hmm. So I have to personally keep building that, or you can fall into depression, you can fall into anxiety or worry and don't even know it. Mm-hmm. Because you do those things in increments. You just don't wake up one day, oh Lord, I'm depressed. No, it's step by step till you realize, how I get here. How did I get here? What was I listening to? Because whoever got your ear got your future. Yeah. So what was I listening to or seeing that brought me to this place? Mm-hmm. And then in that place, you can't really help nobody in that place. No. Because you ain't helping yourself. Yeah. Did I go too long?
No, I think okay. I think what came up for me when you were talking was, I told somebody this on Monday. Mm-hmm. I said you have to be mindful what you're listening to, what you're watching, and what you're saying. And
that's good.
They were like, oh, so they started writing it down. And then I think they said they gave up TV. I think they gave up TV. Because you got to look at what is consuming your time. What's the biggest distraction? Because we can sit down easily, like I've been doing before I got on this call right here. I've been watching the whole thing because Tyler Perry got a new movie on Netflix, and it's so good. And I didn't know it was a series. I'm sitting here, I'm like 3 shows in.
Well, look, don't tell me till later, because he ain't paying us.
How easy is it? I'm just saying how easy it is to be distracted.
Yes.
It's so easy. I didn't even see it as a distraction. I see it as this kind of what I do after I handle all my stuff. I sit in my chair, I relax, watch a little TV, then I pray, go to bed. That's it. So it's so easy to be distracted. And you do have to be mindful what you're listening to and what you're watching and who you're talking to and what you're saying, because a lot of times we end up you turn into what you tune into.
That's right.
I'm watching a bunch of ratchet reality TV shows. I'm probably gonna be ready to what you say? You talking to me? Mm-hmm. What? I'm watching that. So we have to be mindful of what we listening to. A lot of times I see videos where kids cussing and saying all kind of stuff, and the parents be like, "Oh, it's funny to us, not right." Mm-hmm. They have been tuned into you. They hear you talking, they hear you saying these things, and then you laugh and thinking it's cute, so they keep doing it because you're laughing. And then at a certain point, you're gonna want to beat them. Mm-hmm. So you got to go ahead and nip that in the bud right away, because that stuff, whatever we consume ourselves with, it's like whatever you eat. If you eat a bunch of junk, your body gonna show it. You have to be mindful.
Ask me how I know.
Just me too. Look here, I know some things. I need to lose some weight as well, and I look at. Oh, the camera just went away. Like I don't know what happened. So I look at I look at the outcome and say, okay, so say if I'm not watching if I'm not managing my budget and I'm just my money looking crazy. Mm-hmm. Well, why is it looking crazy? I have not been looking at it. I've not been focused on that. So you really have to be mindful of, just like you said, what you're listening to and what you're watching and what you're hearing. People don't realize how much that stuff can consume you. And then you start talking like that, you start acting like that. And those things, you start attracting that stuff.
That's true. Because I was thinking and also mindfulness and reflection, like regularly checking in with ourselves about what we consume, and just think about it. Make that a part of your day to think about it. Let me pay attention to what I need to be paying attention to. And then go to how those things, whether it's a TV, whether it's a conversation, whether it's an encounter, how are those things affecting my thoughts and my feelings? And then I would say we need prayer and discernment to know all these things.
Yeah.
So we got to seek God and ask Him, what should I engage in? Give me the wisdom to make the right choices. Because you said the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. The decisions of a good man help me to know to choose right, because that's the decision, is to choose right, and to be mindful to even ask you. Because we do a lot of stuff during the day.
Mm-hmm.
But how many times do we stop and say, Lord, am I supposed to be doing this at this moment? Because I thought multitasking was a good thing until I was seeing how much was suffering because I wasn't fully engaged in what I was supposed to be doing. Focus, back to that. Yeah. So, say somebody has been praying and they've been, worshiping and, asking God for a particular thing. And it's getting to the 12th hour and they haven't seen that manifestation yet. How would you encourage them?
I would say that God is not on our timetable. We're on His timetable. A lot of times we expecting Him to move when we want Him to move. And my question would be, do you listen when He tell you to listen? Do you do what He tell you to do? Do you do everything He tell you to do? 9 times out of 10, the answer gonna be no. So we have to be patient and know that if maybe it's not time yet, and maybe He's talking to the answer. Maybe He's talking to your answer. Because that's my experience. I'm like, well, what's going on? Like, He was there. He never leaves us. Like He's there.
That's right.
No matter what, He's always there. I just want Him. I wanted Him selfishly. I wanted Him to move. I wanted Him to be like Amazon Prime. I get that package in 2 days. So I was like, I'm praying now. What's up? Like, when's that gonna happen? Right. So I realized like God is not Amazon Prime. He's not no side piece. And
or no genie.
I have I have to wait. I have to trust because trust is followed by faith. I can't say I have faith and then I don't trust Him. Then I also can't say I have faith and I'm not putting in my work. Right?
That's
I
good.
can't wait until it rains to build an ark. Right?
That's right.
You gotta already be ready. So I would say that whenever you pray, just don't give up. Just when it's time and he's not on our timetable. We just gotta trust Him. And my question is, do you really trust Him? Because sometimes we say we trust Him, but we don't because of previous times where maybe things didn't go so well. Maybe we looking at other people and saying these people didn't come through and all this stuff happened to me. And where was you then? Because sometimes we get mad at Him, we blame Him. We feel like we're suffering, we're going through these things that we shouldn't be going through, and we don't understand why. So I say pray and wait until it's no date. I don't know. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen, when He's ready for it to happen.
And that's it. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and He gonna strengthen. I believe when you worship, which is a lifestyle, not a Sunday morning, it takes the weight, the WEIGHT, out the weight, the WAIT. Because when you worship in spirit and in truth, you're in the presence of God. So you have that faith, like you were saying, and you have that assurance. And look, if we can learn waiting from anybody, we can learn that from God. He is a good example. And throughout the Bible, there's lots of examples on waiting. And then in our personal life, we've waited before. Sometimes we just got to go back in our mind. Well, if He did it before, He'll do it again.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to reflect in those times where we're waiting. And how do we prepare then? What was we doing? What was our actions? What was our thought process? What was our words, like you said? Because those are power tools. Was my whole body of armor on? what was I focused on? What was I not doing?
Mm-hmm.
What armor was missing? What armor did I have that made it come? Because God prepares us
Mm-hmm.
before He deliver. He like not gonna give you a baby if you know nothing about babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
He takes us through this process
Yeah.
of, like you said, waiting is a part. That's an excellent thing that you said. Waiting is the biggest part of preparation.
Yeah, it is. It is because
As you stand up, prepare to sit down.
right? Because you don't know, and you don't know, oh, it just came to me. So I had a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, Wednesday, and I had an appointment, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got an appointment, you know that they're gonna call your name. You just don't know when.
Mm-hmm.
You know that they're gonna call your name. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. It's nothing I can do but wait. I know my name. It's on the list because I have an
Mm-hmm.
appointment. And even if my name wasn't on the list, even if I said, you know what, I came in here, I just want to be seen. I guess it's an emergency. I just need to see the doctor, whatever. They're gonna fit you in. We don't know when. We have to trust that they're gonna call us when the time, when it's our time. And just like that, God's gonna answer that prayer when it's time. And we don't get to determine when that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Katie
That's
said.
good.
We don't get to determine. Oh, doctor, my appointment at 3:45. You ain't called me yet. Like, why you ain't called me yet? It doesn't work like that.
And
It doesn't
sometimes
work
he'll say,
like
I
that.
got more pressing issues right now. I got an emergency
We don't know what's
client, or
going on
we
back
don't
there.
know what's going on.
Yeah, we don't know what we don't know what God is preparing.
But we know
Even
we're gonna be seen that
that's
day.
it. We know we got an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And even if we know He gonna see us.
One look.
Because we
That's
in the
all it
room.
takes.
We in the room.
Come on now.
All you got to
We
do is
in
get
the
in the room.
room. We just waiting on that one
That's
look.
all you got to do is get
Everything
in the
changes.
room. You know that your time is gonna come. Don't worry about who else He called, and don't worry about who else going before you. Just know that when it's your time to go, when it's your time to be called, when it's your time to be seen, you're gonna be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Trust the weight of the wait.
Mm-hmm. And He gonna perfect everything concerning you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything concerning you.
Yeah.
Look, this is our little Friday night chat. It's good.
It is.
I'm enjoying myself. We empowering one another. I think we should share this with other people.
I think so too, because I think we need to have more encouraging conversations. We need to know
Mm-hmm.
and also know that guess what? Yeah, people go through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're not immune to going through things. I know for me, I know I show up and I got the phrase of the day. I'm on there every day, but I still go through stuff. I do. I just don't
Yes.
let the stuff go through me.
Come
That's
on
it. I
now.
go through the stuff, but the stuff don't go through me because I know that it too shall pass. Whatever I'm experiencing, whatever I'm going through, I know that it's going to pass. I know, because whenever I find myself, oh, well, this right here, Lord, why did this happen? What's going on? Why me? Why me? Why not me? I remember the last time he came through. I remember the last time he showed up. I remember the last time when I didn't know how I was going to make it through that thing. I didn't know where the money
Mm-hmm.
was going to come from. And Jehovah Jireh, he is the
Mm-hmm.
provider. He provides and he shows up at the right time. And
That's
it
right.
ain't when I think he should do it or when I
That's
think he should be
right.
there. So yeah, that felt good.
Mm-hmm. At the right time.
That's it. That's it.
So you prepared yourself mentally
Yeah.
to wait.
Yeah. I'm probably the most patient person because sometimes people are so impatient. I was in traffic yesterday as I was going to Augusta. And
Uh-huh.
I knew where the traffic was gonna be at because it's always like this bottleneck, like right before you get to Augusta.
Mm-hmm.
I was prepared to wait. We waited and waited, and that's okay. And let me tell you something else I realized. Coming back, I was not trusting my GPS. My GPS was trying to reroute me, and I was like, I'm not going that way. I'm not going that way. That's taking me out the way. I'm not going that way. Come to find out, my exit was blocked off because they was doing construction. Now, if I had a trust in that GPS, I could have got off early and went around that versus going through that, which took me longer, took me out of the way. So sometimes it's my analogy. Sometimes we gotta trust him even when it don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because it
That's
didn't make
true.
sense for me to get it didn't make I was like, I ain't going that way. And I'm literally saying this. I'm riding down the highway by myself, talking to myself. Yes, I do that. I'm like, I ain't going that way. That's taking me all the way out the way. Why would I go that way? And then I got up, then I said, that's why they want me to go that way.
And that's really good for people that's analytical or people that got to deal with if it got to be in black and white. You got to, ain't no penciling in. Once it's typed in, once it's in ink, that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no detours.
Mm-hmm.
And God will take you on a detour
Listen, and it's
to spend some time with you.
listen, and the detour is for your safety. Like,
Yes.
what if the road ahead has a big old pothole, has a big old hole in it, right?
Or accident waiting, you
Yeah, and
know?
you don't know. But you talking about, oh no, I ain't going that way because this is the way I know this way I always go. Yeah. I think the detour is to protect us
Yes.
because the route is not safe and it's not ready for us.
And to keep us flexible.
Yeah. Adaptable. That's the word.
Yes,
Adaptable.
adaptable. That's good.
Because
Yeah.
we have to be able to, man, what I do know, we have to be able to adapt because we
Mm-hmm.
don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We can make up tomorrow and all kind of stuff break loose. We got to be able to adapt at
That's
all
good.
times. And I
And look,
think
tune into the Holy Spirit so it'd be like, when I move, you move.
just
Just
like
like
that,
that.
just like that. That's how we have to be because we're not in control. This is.
That's
I
right. We're
know
not.
we love to be in control, but here's the truth: you are never in control.
Mm-mm.
And I know people don't want to hear that from my control freaks. You want
Mm-hmm.
to be in control,
But
but that's
it's
me.
a truth.
Yeah, I would like to be. I would like to know what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen. Like, I want to be a millionaire. When's that gonna happen? Like, I would like to know. When you? But we're
Mm-hmm.
not in control. And
But
I
if
think
we knew, would that require you to have faith?
no, it would.
If we
You're right.
exactly.
You would. You would. And the word that came to me was surrender.
That's good.
Because
That's
we have
good.
to surrender our plans, our ways for his will and his way because he knows what's around the corner. We don't.
And look, girl, it ain't even a surrender till it costs you something or it's against your will.
You know what?
Because we don't mind surrendering to something that we think is right and correct and you know what we would have chose. But
This,
what if what we choose, what if what God has chosen for us is not what we've chosen for ourselves?
yeah,
That's the test of surrender.
it is.
That's the test of not my will, but thy will be done.
That's it. And what we don't realize is grief is followed by surrender because we're giving up something that we thought we wanted, really, that we really wanted. We have to grieve that because we're not going to get that. So
Mm-hmm.
I gotta grieve that thing. I have to surrender. I have to surrender, then I have to grieve that thing. So many things that I thought I wanted, and I'm like, I don't want that. And then I was like, why do I feel sad? Because unconsciously, I really did want that. So I
Mm-hmm.
gotta grieve that. You know what? I wanted
Mm-hmm.
that. And I no longer want that. So it's okay to grieve that. And
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to grieve as you move, as you surrender, as
Mm-hmm.
you release it.
Just keep moving.
That's it.
That's good. Well, we're gonna get out of this call. And I thank y'all for joining us tonight. And y'all gotta stay tuned. We got much more conversations.
I know because I got so much more I wanted to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop now. But yeah.
Okay, we you want to give us a tad bit of, or you want
No,
to we're gonna keep it a surprise.
I'm gonna wait because you know what? I got something I want to share, but I'm still in the middle of it.
Oh,
So
that's
let me get
good.
on the other
Yeah.
side of it and then child, I got something to tell y'all, but it's still processing. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like the
Exploding.
cake is in the oven. And if I
Mm-hmm.
take it out too soon, it gonna
It
drop in
might
the middle.
fall.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can't have no drop cake. So I'm gonna wait, y'all. It's in the oven and it's baking. It's gonna be good. I just
It's
know
gonna
it
be
is.
good and big. I already know, because that's how
Yes.
God do it big.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited about this cake. That's all I got to say.
Well, I hope something that we have said or shared today has encouraged your soul. And check us out at www.encourage-mysoul.com. We love you with the love of God.
Good night, y'all.
Good
Good
night.
evening, good afternoon, whatever time you watch this.
Yes.